Alright, Kurt's Outdoor Power Challenge. This is going to be a $20 challenge. The idea behind it here is I spent 20 bucks on this little push mower off of Craigslist. I'm going to see how much I can turn it into just from buying and selling and fixing stuff up. This mower here, it's got a bad gasket between the carb and the fuel tank. It's pretty common on these Briggs. It acts as the fuel pump and it's got a seam in it. So I'm going to start taking it apart and see what we got. Okay, first step is going to be, just for reference, it's a yard machine's 4-horse, 22-inch cut. First step is going to be take out these 2 bolts here, and I think there's a third one somewhere else, but take those out. Those are 1/4-inch bolts. Okay, we got the cover off here. There's not a third bolt, but there's a little clip right here. It's just a little slider clip that's on the front there that clips in, so you just got to push the whole cowling forward. The only reason I took this off was to check on the shrouds to make sure there's nothing in there, and also the throttle and brake assembly was a little sticky, so I'm going to spray a little WD-40 there. Okay, so I figured out where it was getting stuck. Right up on the handle here where that throttle cable goes down, there's a little hole there, so I popped this. You just pop that out, you push this little button in, and I sprayed a little WD-40 down the line. I've done that before. The cable was getting froze up probably in this little kink right here. But I straightened that out and I sprayed a little WD-40, and then I just worked the brake lever a couple times, and it opens and shuts a whole lot easier now, so that's fixed. Okay, next up, taking the shroud off with the recoil, which is 1, 2, 3 bolts. They're 3/8, and you're gonna have to take the oil stick out too. So that's up next. Okay, we got the shroud off now. As you can see, everything's pretty clean on this mower. Oil is very black, and there's barely anything in there, so we'll have to replace that. But everything else looks good, so I'm going to start taking the carb off now. Okay, so here's the carb. The other side, just one big bolt right down the middle, flathead, and then, I don't know if you can see or not, but there's, I think, four screws, one here and then one on the other side over here. And there's 2 hidden beneath stuff, so I'm going to take those out now and take the lines off. Okay, so we're looking at the gas tank now. Just pulled this whole thing. I pulled the gas tank. There's one big bolt right there. That lets the whole gas tank off the motor, and there's a 5th bolt that I was not aware about. I think it was this one over here. That was, anyways, this gasket right here, between the carb and the gas tank itself, acts as a fuel pump. As you can see, it's got a big old rip in it. I don't know. There you go. So that little rip right there. Kitty. There's a big rip there. So it's like $1 something gasket at AutoZone. It's just a hard time finding them sometimes. Maybe I'll just order it online. But yeah, once I replace that, it should run good. So more to come.